He literally started off with,
let's take it to the real thing.
While we here or some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
where it's not just about Jews, it's all white people, because we're going to talk about melanin now. Mm-hmm. The mystical, powerful melanin that makes black people magical and more compassionate. How many people died in Chicago this fucking weekend?
Because of emotion.
All right.
Misfit. Nation.
Well, speaking of white America, let's talk about Nick Cannon.
Oh, let's do it. Okay.
Hey, black people.
Hello. Well, Wonder, you can go ahead and say what you said last week, because you were right.
I hope you remember what Professor Wunda said in the classroom.
Enlighten us. What did you say last week?
Definitely said you better be careful of what you're doing, because when white people turn the table, you're not going to like it. And here it goes. Bro. Class is in session.
When white people go, all right, two can play that game.
When they said, noted, and walk off.
Yeah,
you're fucked up now.
We're gonna let you get away with a few.
They fired him like he was on The Apprentice, like he was just out of there.
Yeah.
They should have given him Wildin' Out though, man.
I was upset. That he was fired, purely because he said whatever he said. And we'll say it because it's important.
Well, I'll play the video. Yeah. I have the video. So.
But he said these things on his platform. He didn't say it on Viacom airwaves. He didn't say it at the show. He didn't say it at any of their properties.
But you know, when you're signed to somebody, they have your soul, bro. That's pretty much.
Well, I'll tell you why it doesn't matter, because that's not what he does for Viacom. He's a very safe. We're gonna bring up the next contestant. He's Ryan Seacrest. He's paid to be Ryan Seacrest now.
Bro, but don't do that. Don't do that to Nick Cannon, because we've seen Nick Cannon from all that, bro. So this is a guy that's
he was
actually
corny then too.
Yeah,
he was a host like that on Wildin' Out.
Y'all can't keep calling him corny, bro.
No. Let me tell you something, because he's right. Black people have been making fun of Nick Cannon for his whole career.
Yes.
Haven't supported him his whole career.
Yes.
Nick Cannon owes his fucking career to white people. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to turn around and say they're inhuman savages, incapable of compassion, and fuck out of here, you scumbag. Go ahead. Black people, you can have him back. Suck dick. Look, go ahead and now he'll be black people's martyr for a couple weeks, and then you'll realize, oh, we didn't like him. Mm-hmm. We never thought he was funny. We didn't like his raps.
He's gonna drop a mixtape, and it's gonna be garbage. And that's where he dies.
Yeah.
Once again.
So you never liked Wildin' Out.
I like Wildin' Out, but I didn't like Wildin' Out for Nick Cannon.
but y'all can't separate it, because that's his show.
How's it his show if he got kicked out of it?
He created it. He's fighting for it right now.
He can fight for it.
He has the right to do all that.
He got to fight for it.
He has the right to say what he wants, but Viacom has the right to fire him, just like all the other people that have gotten fired for less.
And mind you, listen to what the show's called. It's called Hosted by Nick Cannon. Wildin' Out, so it's going to have to be changed to like Nick Cannon presents Wildin' Out, I guess.
DJ D-Rec presents. It's finally his time. If anybody's going to get it,
probably still gets paid by Viacom. He's not leaving.
If anybody's going to get it, D-Rec should. D-Rec should be the host.
Well, okay, so how do you feel about, because he still has contracts with Fox, so do you believe that it's okay that Fox let him say these things and continue to work there?
If they want to, that's up to them.
Right,
it's like me, like if you guys have said egregious shit, I've said egregious shit. That's my platform though. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, I want it to be open discussion. But if I was like, all right, I want to be a conservative platform now, it would be like I would have to go by certain guidelines. You know what I mean? And I understand that to be considered a conservative platform. So it's like that's where, like, if any company wants to fire you, especially if they hire you to be the Disney guy, you can't say that type of shit. That's what you agreed. That's the world that
he lived in.
The liberals have set.
Okay.
Now we're just following the guidelines for everybody. Like that, I don't give a fuck, to be honest. Like, and what he said is like horrendous. Like, I thought he was reading fucking excerpt from My Comp.
Come on, man.
It's literally white supremacy, but black-faced.
I was told that it's something called hotepism.
Black supremacy. That's what I call it.
I have a problem with that terminology, only because we've never had the structure to be supreme. Like, we can have the ideology,
but you can believe it's supremacy. You can literally he's saying that white people are savages because we have less melanin in our skin. You know what I mean? That's literally supremacy. Literally. Racial supremacy.
Literally.
We could play it just so we have context to this. So, and this is also...
I think he fucked up when he went on there with Griff.
I was just about to say. But this is where it got twisted, too.
Yeah.
People were going like, Nick Cannon fired for what's it called? Anti-Semitism.
Right.
This is where they got it twisted. Professor Griff is the anti-Semite. Nick Cannon is just racist against white people.
Right, no, but
he didn't get fired for anti-Semitism.
No. He said something about he said that Jewish people, he reinforced the Jewish people run banks. Conspiracy theory, right? And that is something that's in the Jewish community is a definite dog whistle, because Hitler said the same thing. So it's like, once they hear that, they're already in.
No, that's not what it was.
What?
It was because you have less melanin in your skin.
No.
Melanin is a magical, mystical power.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm trying to tell you that
he made it about white people is what I'm saying. It turned into the color of your skin.
I don't agree. I think he got in trouble for that, secondary to what he said about Jewish people, because I saw a lot more outrage from the Jewish community than I did about white people.
I think that's who got him canned. The outrage from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying.
All right, let's play it.
So let's go to what it really is then. When we talk about the power of melanated people, when we talk about who we really are as guys, and understanding that our melanin is so powerful and it connects us in a way that the reason why they feel.
He been wearing that turban for too long. That's why he's talking like that. All right, go ahead.
He forgot where the fuck he came from. That's why. Forgot all the white people that signed his checks.
He forgot all the dresses he wore when he was a teenager. All out.
I got.
He forgot to thank Dan Schneider.
I'm upset that Dan Schneider. Thank you, Dan Schneider.
Ben Franklin and shit. Yeah.
Right? I think he did misspeak. We're gonna play it in a second, but I can't take away the legend stat. Nick Cannon is a legend, bro.
I don't give a shit.
Legend where? In what way?
You're talking about somebody who came up from Nickelodeon and made a lot of money through Viacom. Now that he's not there anymore.
I love black people, and now like Nick Cannon is the greatest ever.
Wait, hold on. I've always championed his business acumen, because he's always found ways to make moves.
But never his talent. You're talking about legendary.
I think that's his talent. He's got legendary business acumen. Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah, sure.
So continue why he's legendary.
Yeah, why is he legendary?
I want you to get through your whole spill of bullshit.
He was on the third rendition of all that. He was a new character.
Yeah, but he stole the show.
No, he didn't. He was literally in the least amount of sketches.
All right, man.
I wouldn't say he was the most successful, but Kenan Thompson actually got him beat in wealth and everything, bro. And he's just been on Saturday Night Live.
Drumline was good. Drumline was good.
Is Kenan Thompson funny on Saturday Night Live?
Yes.
Why are we talking about his talent though? That's not the issue.
I know.
Gives a shit.
I know it's not.
Because he said, "Oh yeah, okay, right."
Yeah.
I just wanted to put legendary Nick Cannon in the same sentence.
Legendary business acumen.
All right. I guess Adolf Hitler was legendary in some sense.
Okay, he got fired from Viacom. What does he have? Other than being on Fox. Being on Fox now.
Being on Fox.
He's a sponsor on Fox. What does he have? He has Incredibles, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think he's getting residuals from movies. Definitely getting residuals from Drumline. That's just in syndication.
Was that an incredible movie though, or was that
Drumline was good? I watch it.
I don't think it was made by his production though.
No, but I still think he, as an actor,
He gets a
in the movie,
royalty,
he gets
but
a royalty.
I would say I was thinking about higher royalty.
I didn't know while he was hitting the snare, he was picturing Jewish skulls.
Oh
while
my
he was doing
God.
it. But I mean,
that's why I like that scene so much.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
when he just wouldn't stop.
Yeah, bro.
Big Brother Tin Man he stole his solo.
One that threw me off of that one.
All right, let's play his.
That was really anti-melanated people.
Again, I'm sticking to that. He's talking about all white people. He's not talking about just Jews. He took it to, and even how he started it. And look, we're just 11 seconds. I'm gonna play it again.
He literally started off with,
let's take it to the real thing.
While we here or some shit.
Yeah, where it's not just about Jews, it's all white people, because we're going to talk about melanin now. The mystical, powerful melanin that makes black people magical and more compassionate. How many people died in Chicago this fucking weekend?
Because of emotion.
Okay. All right.
It wasn't that not
it was
from
compassionate
emotion?
killings.
Emotional killings.
Okay. I got you.
Emotion and compassion has it's the same Venn diagram somewhere.
Sometimes it just be too hot to be outside. Sometimes you just got to stay inside.
All right.
Girl got shot with a paintball trying to do it live in Chicago.
But wait, hold on.
I felt so bad for her.
You're wrong. I'm going to tell you why. Because melanin makes you more able to stay in the sun longer and it not affect you. Suck a dick with that one. That's literally the argument he's about to make.
All right, go ahead.
That's why I don't believe you guys built the pyramids.
Wait, hold on. Slow down.
It's Egyptian.
Matter of fact, see? This is flying.
But I think he knew exactly what he was saying, and I think he believes all of this. I think he really does.
Nah, I think it's a little bit of what both of y'all were saying. Nick knows that his audience is rooted in Caucasian people. However, right now we're in a really sensitive time, and it's all about we see it on social media. It's all about black togetherness, black power, all that other good shit. What they be saying. So he's placating to one section of black people, and he doesn't realize at this moment he didn't realize how far he was going. He was just sitting with Professor Griff. That's where he first fucked up, and then he's just talking.
That's usually what racists do. They just say what they believe, and it's racist.
To be honest, like the last 3-4 seasons of Wild 'N Out has been now catered to blacks. It hasn't really been for the fans of Caucasian. If you even look at the fans in there, there's barely any whites in there.
Well, it's never been a catered to Caucasian show.
Well, yeah, he's catered to Caucasian.
America's Got Talent. That's where all the Caucasians are,
and
right.
Mass singer and all that.
Yeah. Sure.
But what I'm saying is there's a difference between fucking up and saying something racist as opposed to having an entire ideology behind and a belief system behind what you're saying.
All right, let's let him talk.
All right.
So let's go to what it really is then. When we talk about the power of melanated people, when we talk about who we really are as guys and understanding that our melanin is so powerful and it connects us in a way that the reason why they fear black, the reason why they fear is because the lack that they have of it. So then when you see what Dr. Francis C. Welsling talked about is that fear and that
genetic annihilation
efficiency of when you have a person that has the lack of pigment, the lack of melanin, that they know that they will be annihilated. So therefore, however they got the power, they have the lack of compassion. That melanin comes with compassion. Melanin comes with soul. That we call it soul. We soul brothers and sisters. That's the melanin that connects us. So the people that don't have it are a little, and I'm gonna say this carefully. Why
fucking bother?
Apparently you didn't say it carefully enough, buddy. Yeah, you fucked up.
You're already off the fucking cliff. At least do a flip.
and
somersault.
And where the term actually comes from, because I'm bringing it all the way back around to Minister Farrakhan, to where they may not have, or the when they were sent to the mountains of Caucasus, when they didn't have the power of the sun, that the sun then started to deteriorate them. So then they're acting out of fear. They're acting out of low self-esteem. They're acting out of a deficiency. So therefore, the only way that they can act is evil. The only way they have to rob, steal, rape, kill, and
fight or flight.
in order to survive.
Exactly.
So then these people who didn't have what we had, and when I say we, I speak of the melanated people.
Right.
They had to be savages. They had to be barbaric. Because they're in these Nordic mountains. They're in these rough, torrential environments. So they're acting as
That's
animals.
stupid to say because
very fucking stupid.
You know, to sit there and act like African tribes didn't sit there and war with each other and like fucking raid their own villages.
Yes.
That happened in every culture, in everywhere.
It's a human thing to do. Yes.
Right? So yeah, that's a dumb argument right there.
And then the idea of the white people were in Africa and they were sent to the mountains of Caucasus. That's like literally
they migrated to where they could survive.
It was Africans at one point that migrated all over the world and the bodies adapted that's literally the proven science of like that's how humans to this day we do that. We adapt to where we're at. You know what I mean? So it's like the idea of like what you're saying is like to me we were having the conversation earlier where it's relative to where you're at. So like Africa has had its barbaric people because Africa has terrain that's fucking rough and horrible to live on, just like in certain parts of the mountains the terrain is horrible to live on. Like you put an African on the mountains, he's probably gonna die within a couple days. You know what I mean? Just like
you wouldn't know how to survive there.
Right. Yeah. It's just relative to where you're adapted to. Like there's no mystic power in having more melanin in your skin. It's just based on where you live.
Mystic power. I don't
based
know,
on where you live, your mystic power works.
I think this
I guess it is in the sense of like how we do adapt. There is like a mystic thing to that, to our fragile little minds.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, we adapt. It is kind of amazing when you think about it.
That is kind of dope.
Yeah. So I like, but I mean, he's literally saying something that I've heard from white nationalist fucking rhetoric, but they just replaced the word white with black. Yeah. It's the same shit.
Same shit. Okay.
But he never said white. He said unmelanated.
Right. That's how you get around it.
No, that too. Well, they are the unmelanated people, if you want to put it like that. There's no other. He might as well have said white. Who else could he have been talking about?
He did say mountain of Caucasus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a big given. Anytime you put the word caucus in it,
might as well said crackers.
Biracial. So where does it land for biracial? Because they have melanin in them. They're on the melanin side.
We're super mystical.
Oh, yeah. Yo.
They're a fusion.
We're a fusion. We're hybrids.
Y'all still get sunburns.
It heals faster.
Pull back in old school.
They bitch about it more.
Another man says, hybriding, how terrible hybriding. The hybrid the people.
Why is he back?
It's a big molding pot. I got hundreds of precious colored friends that's born again Christians.
I thought he got rid of this guy. Shit.
Reverend Reagan, I think his name was.
Yeah, definitely a Reagan.
Good man.
Yeah.